I think 2025 is going to be the last year that average men can skate through society and just almost just barely survive, barely stay above water, right? And when I say average men, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. When I say average men, I talk about the man who's one-dimensional, the man who's only good at one thing, right? Because there are men who are, let's say, rich and still average. Yes, that exists nowadays. And I'll tell you why, because there are so many different developments that are going on. Making money isn't as impressive as it used to be. Being a millionaire is not as impressive as it used to be. Making $10,000 a month is not as impressive as it used to be. There are men who are simply gym bros. They're super jacked and they're following the Arnold Schwarzenegger type of like path, right? Where they're just like gym bros and they're just trying to get on Olympia stage and it's not uncommon to be jacked anymore. We have steroids, which I highly recommend against, right? Go natural. Just get in the best shape of your life. Be aesthetic, be lean, all of that. It's possible naturally. But we have technologies, we have peptides. Peptides are natural things that you can take. All of these things are created to make getting in shape, getting jacked easier. So it's not impressive enough to just be just jacked. It's not impressive to just have a bunch of women and just be focused on women, because then the other parts of your life suck. And it's easier, and a lot of you guys won't agree with me, but it's true. If you're beyond average to a certain extent in some area of life, it is far easier to get women nowadays. We have Tinder, we have all this shit. So my whole point is you cannot be one-dimensionally jacked, right? You have to be multi-dimensionally jacked. That's what guys come to me for, is being multi-dimensionally jacked. Because if you can be average at everything else, if you can be average at a wide range of different specialties, you will far exceed someone who is above average in one end of that spectrum. That's why it's important to train everything. You have to train your charisma, your communication. You have to train your body so that you have a strong body. Train your mind so that way your mind is bulletproof and you can think and you can actually start to make decisions which will impact you and everyone else around you consistently and take care of your mental health. You have to train your social skills, right? Which goes with charisma, but just networking and talking to people. You got to train your finances, find new ways to make money. It's really, really simple to make money nowadays. I think we make it overcomplicated because we don't even want to try. We don't even want to go out there and try to start a business. We don't want to go out there and try to create content, try to build an offer, and try to sell a service, try to sell a mentor, try to sell it. You don't want to do it. If you really wanted to do it, you would stop making excuses and you'd go ahead and do it. But it goes back to my point. If you're average at all of those, you become above average by nature, right? And then you can keep stacking so that you can be super, super up there to where like you're in the top 1%, period. And those are the only people who are going to win moving forward. With AI taking over everything, with jobs being basically replaced, with women now having access to more men than they've ever even imagined. They have access to the top 1% man just with a click of a button. Like, you cannot be average anymore. It's not enough. It's not. I wish I could tell you that it was enough. I wish that I could be the guy who came in and just, calmed your nerves down, gave you a massage on your back paws and said, you know what, bro, it's all good. Being average is great. But if I didn't care about you, that's what I would say. If I genuinely care about you, and selfishly I care about you because you're going to be the person who will impact other people, who will make life better for us all as a collective. That's why I care about you so much. That's it, right? Other than that, I wouldn't give a fuck. But the reality is we need more strong men. We need more multidimensionally jacked men. We need men who are able to do multiple different things and excel in life and be able to teach others how to do it, because that's the only way our society is going to flourish. So for me, the biggest thing is going to be mastering everything for myself. And also that's why people come to me. That's why clients come to me, because they're really good at one area. They're really good at maybe their finances. And they're like, bro, and they look like a sack of oatmeal. It's like, bro, yes, you're really good with finances, but everyone's going to see you as a walking wallet. You have to be competent in other things, right? Or maybe somebody's just super jacked, but they're literally barely making money. And they've saved some money, but they just feel like they're not above water, right? or nobody's paying attention to them and they're jacked. And they're like, bro, I thought being jacked would change my life. That's what you said, Martel. It's like, you fucking low IQ idiot. Yes, getting jacked will change your life if you're able to work on other things as well. It's an amplifier. It's not just solo by itself. It will change your life. No, right? Absolutely not. So that's why being multidimensionally jacked is very important. And that's why the average man will not be able to last. Now, how do you break out of this? How do you actually become multidimensionally jacked, Martel? How do you do this for your clients? How does it work? I'll give you a quick rundown. Being multidimensionally jacked requires you to essentially have a foundation, right? A foundational skill set or a foundation of accomplishments and skills. So you got to have a good foundation of your mind. You have to have a good foundation of your body. You have to have a good foundation of your purpose and also a decent foundation of finances, right? That's the start. Now, when you have these little wins, and you cannot start from zero, right? You gotta be able to come up with something that you've done in life. You've lived for X amount of years. You had to have done something, right? Now, what people don't understand with becoming multidimensionally jacked, it's all about compound interest, right? We always talk about compound interest when it comes to money. But when it comes to you as a person and your persona and your accomplishments and what it is that you're going to go do in life, it's all about compounding the interest of everything that you're doing. So yeah, you succeeded with your body. You can use that as compound interest to be able to maybe generate money in the fitness industry, which is what I did, right? Or you can use it to generate money in some other field by going in and dressing well and going into interviews and stuff like that. You can use it, right? Maybe you made money. Maybe that was the thing that you succeeded in. Use that as compound interest to now pay for the best fitness services so that you can get in the best shape of your life, or get to a point where you're able to just pay to be able to do certain things to improve your life. Use it as compound interest. Maybe you're really good, you're charismatic, right? You're able to talk very well. Use that as compound interest. Get in front of the camera and talk. Start to galvanize people and start to be able to use that to be able to make money. Start to go do speaking engagements. Use the things that you're already good at and compound interest them, right? It's the same. Look, this is a little higher level now. If you're really good with women, there's no fucking way you can't make money. If you're really good with women and you want to be able to make money. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you think I'm going to tell you. No, this is not some fucking webcam bullshit that people do. I know a lot of guys trying to follow that shit. Stupid. Here's a better way. And if you made it this far into the video, this is special for you. If you are good at getting women, start a UGC agency with these women. Literally have them, train them to be able to make videos on UGC. And then from there, have them be on your team. Go and find companies who are looking for UGC creatives or looking for ad creatives for their campaigns. Tell them that you have X amount of women available to do UGC content, and they will literally pay you either on a retainer or they will pay you per creative to be able to have these women that you have because they like being around you. You can use that to your advantage to make money as an agency. You see what I'm saying here? You gotta think outside of the box if you're an average guy. You don't need to stay average. You have to think about what it is that I have. How can I use this as compound interest to get more of these different areas of my life? That's how it is. That's what being multidimensionally jacked means. You can operate in every arena of life. And the best thing you can do is shift your identity into becoming a multidimensionally jacked man. Right now, your identity might be average, right? You're an average guy. You can write down everything that you've done, how you think, what you believe, what your emotions are on a day-to-day basis, what are your actions, right? Write that down. Now write that same thing down for the multidimensionally jacked man. Write down everything that he's gonna do, everything that he thinks about, and just literally go through that and give little sub-identities for each of these different dimensions. Physical, mental, financial, social, spiritual if you want to, right? You literally can put many identities in that you can cycle into to be able to grow in those different dimensions, which will then create that master identity of being multidimensionally jacked. It's very important that you do this because if you're able to be proficient at many different things moving forward, you will beat out 99% of men. Because AI can be really good at specializing in shit, but AI can't do everything. You as a man need to learn how to do everything and be flexible and be able to do things correctly. If you can do this, you will win in 2025 and beyond. Hope this was valuable for you. Again, if you're looking to become multidimensionally jacked, if you want to learn my framework, I've got 6 guys now, all right? Remember when I was putting this out before, I had just started, so I was really at what, like 1 maybe? We're at 6. We're going up, all right? I got probably 4 more spots for this round. If you're interested, link will be in the description. Tap in with me. It's just one-on-one mentorship with me. Literally get you to become multidimensionally jacked. Put down everything, like in terms of, okay, how should you manage your finances? Should you grow your income? How should you get jacked? This is the protocol. This is the framework. This is the mindset framework that I need you to download. This is literally all the frameworks that I know. I put it in there. I track everything daily with you. Daily discipline tasks to be able to become the man that you want to be. One-on-one with me, weekly calls with me, 24-hour, I'm not gonna say 24 hours, some people abuse that shit. Unlimited WhatsApp access to me, right? Where I just solve your problems dynamically and we get on calls and we solve things and I create frameworks for you to be able to build all of these different foundations of your life. I have all my paid courses in there as well. Yes, I do sell some courses. Why not? Some people may not be able to afford the one-on-one. They may just want to solve some area of their life and they need some curated information to be able to do it that comes from my personal experience. That's there for you. So that's what I got for you. Hope this was valuable and I will catch you on the next video.